Now I'm going to do a hands-on for the SageMaker Data Wrangler. And in this hands-on, we will load a simple CSV file within the SageMaker Data Wrangler and perform the data transformation on the CSV file. So first, assuming you have already created the domain from the SageMaker AI on the top page, I'd like to open the SageMaker Studio from here. Click on the Open Studio, and you're gonna be directed to the Studio page. So the SageMaker Studio UI has changed several times in the past, but generally on the left side on the menu bar, there's an item for the data, and which handles the data transformation and storage. And the data wrangler is located within this. And from here, I want to operate the data wrangler on the canvas. Click on the launch canvas. It takes about 1 minute for canvas to launch, so let's wait. Okay, so now the canvas is in a running state. Click on the open canvas, and this will redirect to a new browser, and the SageMaker, the canvas will open. Once redirected to the SageMaker canvas, I'd like to load and transform data from the Data Wrangler section on your left. So the SageMaker canvas is a tool that allows you to perform the data transformation without using the programming code. The Data Wrangler includes the over 300 built-in transformation. You can perform the data transformation using this GUI without writing the complex code. So yes, now I'd like to import the data, and this time we will load a CSV file from the tabular, and click on the select tabular. And as you can see, the multiple data sources are supported, and select the data source and upload the data. This time I will upload from my local machine, so I will select the local upload and choose the file. And this time we will use the titanic.csv, where I click on the next, and you can see the preview of the dataset. And this Titanic CSV is a famous simple data sample for the data analysis. The publicly available on the sites like the Git and the Cargo. It contains a list of the Titanic passenger, including their age, sex, and the ticket class. I'm going to perform some simple data transformation on this. Going back to the SageMaker, then we have the preview here, and once you confirm the preview is fine, then click on the import. Okay, yes, when you do that, you can see the data flow in the UI showing the data source and the data types. And this UI has changed several times in the past, but this is what it currently looks like. Yes, at the top there is the data flow, the data, and the analysis tab for the data analysis. And you can perform the data transformation from here. So, okay, let's press the plus button on the data type, view information about data. So we will click on the get data insight, and for example, I will get the simple table summary, and clicking on the create. And yes, as you can see, you can build the statistical information for each data type, such as the count, the median, the minimum, and the maximum value. And this is the information about the Titanic passenger. And for example, the age, you can see the median is about 29, and the minimum value is 0, and the maximum value is 80. So clicking on the clear for now. Okay, next we would like to perform the data transformation. Clicking on the data type in the middle, then you can see the data distribution, in the histogram at the top. Firstly, I want to apply the transformation to the age column. There the missing value in the age column. So first I want to handle these missing value. Okay, for example, clicking on the add transformation on your right and search for the transformation from here. If I search for something like the manage column, clicking on, and you will see the drop column, and yes, you can delete the column and select the age for column to the drop and run this. Then I can select and remove unnecessary column. So alternatively, I'll close now, and from the add transform again, I'd like to fill the missing value with another value. I will using the fill missing and clicking on the handle missing and the field missing. The input column as for age. And yes, for the field value, when we look at the statistics earlier, the mean age was around 30. So I put in the 30 and clicking on the add. And yes, you can see that where there are many missing value in the age column, they have all been filled with the number 30. So okay, I'd like to try another transformation. Yes, from the add transformation. Next, I will select the encode categorical. And for the input column, I will select the sex. The values are basically the male and the female. Since there are these two values, I will try encoding this with one hot encoding. And clicking on the add. And so, yes, and as you can see, the sex column has been encoded. So yes, in this way, you can perform the data transformation easily without using the programming code. And if we return to the data flow, you can see the allow extending from our steps showing the field missing and the encoding process that were performed. And if you want to export these processed data, you can use the export data, and you can export it as the Canvas dataset, the S3 Jupyter Notebook, or to SageMaker pipeline, the inference pipeline, or feature store. So, okay, this concludes the simple explanation of the data transformation using the Data Wrangler. The dataset you created can be deleted from the list of the Data Wrangler flow by clicking on the delete. And this Data Wrangler runs on the SageMaker canvas, and if we are not using it, the stop canvas section in the Data Wrangler. So that is all for the explanation.